big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Prescott now from the 50. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 50 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down and 4. Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw is Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Pratt for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These two teams all tied after one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A give to Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Murray now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. From the gun on third down, Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
First down, Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Green from 21 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. throwing. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Murray a give. This is Connor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a give to Edmonds. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Murray now on first down. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point. And it leads now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pollard to return from the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go!
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. You think about this strong safety position, and they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. 3 yards the gain there, second down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down, Prescott. And this winds up a gain of 4. Prescott yet again. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movement. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard. You look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this. 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 24, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive, Murray. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Edmonds. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. no-brainer for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you worked on all the time.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Moore now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A big play there on the keeper.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Murray. Steps away to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Edmonds, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Edmonds again. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Counter is in. Touchdown, Arizona. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across. Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Being chased out left. First down, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have broken the tie. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Moore now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Set to return it, here's Moore. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray now. pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. Finding some room at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
You don't want none. You don't want none.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Runs over him. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he will slide to a stop He does have the first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and these guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Moore now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Jackson's throw into the hands of Boyle here.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Moore now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Murray, one final try. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerged. Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They go play fake. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession. And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Isabella. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field, G. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Let's go.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Flush to his, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Isabella. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Murray now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Isabella. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
Man left, man left. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second and a long way to go. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First down, Murray. His throw incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Everyone's got four down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Go, let's go!
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Melvin Ingram picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. Oh, the slant complete to Green. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Right there, 54.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flush to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Murray. And the reception made by Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Watch 54. It's our field.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And the Cardinals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 80 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll try and run with McKinnon. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. He'll try again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mahomes will throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Isabella. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Too little, cut.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
SOS.
From the gun, Murray. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey.
Mike's 5-4.
Now Murray again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Buying time to his left. He finds McKinnon, complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And fights through one man. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 40. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Murray rolling to his left. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Mahomes rolling to his right. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Victory in the Cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. Victory in the Cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.